Everyone. Been a while. In case some of you don't know, I used to be on YouTube quite a lot, made different videos from just finding secrets for people in games, and at one point I even made a video about me killing Reaper Leviathan in the game Subnautica for like 7 minutes straight. No editing, no commentary, just in-game sounds and murder. It was quite strange. I don't think I'll be doing it again. Whenever I made that, I was just very confused. But as you can see by the thumbnail and title, I'm doing another tutorial. Haven't done one of these since my since I did that A10 Warthog build like a year ago at this point. It was quite a while ago. Been a long time since I've really paid attention to stuff I've made, but I'm back, and I will be focusing mainly on the game Plane Crazy and making tutorials to go along with it. So for all you nice people out there who may need some help or having issues with that, or with this game, because I understand it can be kind of confusing at times. But to start off, I'm going to be making, or I already have made it, this is just for you guys to see, I have made a DeLorean from all 3 of the Back to the Future movies. Now, I am not making the van to go along with it. That would take way too long. I made it just for this little video here, so that I can show you, I guess, all dramatically what it looks like. Another reason why I'm not showing you is because another reason why I'm not making the van, because it gets glitchy in there. But the DeLorean itself, if you ask me, looks quite nice. The doors do work, and I believe the biggest thing here is that it can, in fact, hover. And I have it so that the little exhaust pipes back here actually have some exhaust coming out of them. And that's a little extra detail I didn't need to do. But as you can see, it does actually work pretty well. I have no idea why it's flying up into the air like that. I believe that's what happens whenever you just leave it to start aiming upwards, because there are some control surfaces to help out with the flight. And in total, I believe this has taken me like a day and a half of work total. Most of it was on the hovering, getting that working. That was not easy. But here we are, and well, in a second we shall jump right over into the build. Alright, so here we are on the build plate, and I am going to, and right off the bat, I'm going to, well, actually, before I do this, I have a Discord. It's in the description of this video, and for anyone that needs help building some of their own creations, or they have some recommendations to be possibly to be featured onto a future video, or just to have some fun with some people, then you can go down, click the link in the description below, and you can join my Discord. That's really all I have to say about that. It's only there to help out all you fine people who decide to watch this random this random teenager make a car from a movie and a game. So I guess we should get building. So the way I build a lot of my vehicles is I start off, or not vehicles, but most of my cars, I start off with a normal little base plate, and then I build off of it. But this one I had to custom make a lot of that base plate, and you'll see all up in there and everything. It gets pretty ridiculous, and it's quite compact in a sense. But to make it easier on myself, I will be changing the colors. I recommend not doing this because it's just going to be that much more of an issue for you to have to deal with. But if you want to make it easier on yourself, then whatever, have at it. But we're gonna start off here with that little plate I was talking about. It's not that big, and this is how I start off all of my pretty much all of my builds. They're all my vehicle builds. I don't know why I've gotten that mixed up so many times already. So we're gonna put 6 1x4s and then some 1x1s on the one end of them, and then you're going to take some of the 1x0.9s, and you're going to make sure that the little indentation on them is facing up. This is so that the doors will function later. But as you can see, this block here is lower than this one, and that is how a lot of vehicle doors will work. So you're going to skip that back. You're going to skip the 6th block. You're going to not touch that one because it has cooties, and it's gross. And you're going to build a little upside down looking T here. All right. And then off of that, we can put some motors down, and then we're going to go into the half blocks menu, and we're going to have if I can figure out where it is, I believe it's the half block wedge. Yep, you're gonna angle it down where it's on the bottom half. You're gonna have the one side of the triangle facing off to the corresponding direction like this. When you do that, you're going to get another set of motors on the end of them, and then you're going to take some 3x3 cylinders, these blocks right here. Take some 3x3 cylinders and put them on each of these. Gonna pick it up, and then for a little decoration, you can take a half cylinder and put it on the wheels. That's what those are. All right, and for the back, you're going to skip 2 blocks. So you're gonna 1, 2, 3. Get rid of those 2. You're gonna skip those blocks, and then you're going to once again build yourself one of these little T things, but facing the exact same way as the original one. It's going to be facing the same way on the other half. And now you're going to, and then you're going to build your, little wheel wells the exact same way. But this time, if you want, you can use actual half blocks, since there's nothing that's going to be touching it to keep it from its turning. I do it just because if it flips up, it looks a little bit better, but it's not necessary. I'm going to take more motors, put them on the edges of these. I'm going to do your little cylinder build again. And then half cylinders. All right. So now we can connect our motors through, or no, not connect. So now we can make our motors work correctly. Alright, so the left side, so say you were sitting in the car, this way is front, it's going to be at the front, is going to be facing towards your plot name. And so the left side facing towards your plot name is going to be the forward is going to be W, backward is S, and then for the right side it's going to be opposite. So your forward is going to be S and your backward is going to be W. So now you have your forward and back movement, and for whenever you're hovering, if you want to, with these blocks here, you can, yes, so that's right, and then you're going to flip these FR, and then FR. Alright, that should be all correct. Let me just double check real quick. So that is FR, and then RF, RF, FR, yep. So now if you want, you can take some blocks here, make a little attachment since it's not there yet. You can put down a main pilot seat. I already have one, but you can see over there, it is moving forward and back, and then R and F is causing the wheels to move. So it is now working. And going from here, we will now build our little wheel wells. I'm going to start up on the front again because that's usually the easiest place to. You're going to skip 2 blocks in the front. Skip those 2. You're going to place another one, and then you're going to, let's see, you're going to have another block, although you may want to get rid of those. Yeah, okay. Yes, you do. Alright. So I'm going to build one there. So you're going to make this little weird W here. You're going to take some wedges and you're going to turn them upside down. Then you're going to build it so that the flat side is facing upwards, and then whenever you look underneath it, it is angled up. That's the way you want to do that. And then go to your blocks menu, and at the very bottom there's something called a paint block. You're going to want to put one on each of those ends. So now up at the front, we're still up at the front, you're going to want to take a layer of half blocks and flip them upside down, and then build it, and then place them all bordering the edges here, except for this block here. You're going to leave this block open. I'm not going to touch it. You're then going to, okay, so you are then going to take those paint blocks I was talking about a little bit ago, and you're going to place 2 more where the headlights would go. And then this one here, that's going to be a normal block, that's going to be a normal block. And then you're going to go into your little gear menu here, and you're going to scroll down, and you're going to see something, if I forget where it is myself. Oh no. Okay, hang on. As you can see, I clearly don't talk to enough people. Ah, Jesus. Wait. No, that's not it. Hang on. I apologize for this. I have not done a tutorial in a while. Forgive me. Here it is, helium blocks. So you're going to go in your block menu. You're going to find something called helium blocks. You're going to select this. 3 of them right there. That's going to help with the hovering later on. Okay, so now we're going to go back to our wedge menu, flip it upside down, 1 there, 1 there. There is quite a bunch of stuff in here, so I'm going to come over, open up the hood so we can see what all we're doing in here. Alright, so yeah, like I said, it's quite compact. There's gonna be quite a little bit to do here. So just give me a second, and I'll help explain through all of it. All right. So you're gonna go into your control surface menu. You're gonna turn it so that it's facing vertically, and it's the side that is touching, the side that's supposed to attach is touching the ballast, the helium block there. You're going to go in engines, jet engines. You're going to take your normal jet engines, nothing ridiculous. You're going to take your normal jet engines, nothing else. You're going to put it right there and there. And you're going to make it so that it will turn properly. So right one, increase power D, decrease power A on off only mode. And then opposite for that side. So you are now going to go into your wedges menu. Gonna grab an inner wedge, and you're just gonna mess around with it until you get it into this look here. This one here, all right. So you have an upside down wedge on this side and this side, and the indentation is facing, and I believe that is northeast. I'm going to place one right there, so that attaches with that block. Then you're going to flip it around so that attaches to that one. Am I right? I don't think that's right. Nope, that's right. Alright. Okay then, and you're going to go back into your wedges menu, and you're going to build it behind, no, not like that. You're going to build it behind the wheel right there. That's going to be your little wheel well. You're going to place 3 of them. Then you're going to go back in here, get your inner wedge again, and place it the exact same way, but the other direction. And now from right, you should, yep. You now go back in your wedges. You get a normal wedge, and you put it right there. And right there. Alright, so now you have the front of your hood in place, and you're now going to build a little bit of your hovering system. So you're going to take into your engine category. You're going to come down. You're going to scroll down because you can't see it normally. Scroll down. There's a block called the hover thruster. Put it the other way around where it is, where the shiny lights are at the bottom, and you're going to put one right here, there, and there in your little V shape. And then you're going to take some control surface 1x1s, and then you're going to put one, I've already forgotten. Alright, you're going to put one here, here, there, and there. And you're going to flip it vertically, and you're going to put it right here in between those ones, alright? I promise it looks weird, but it will be better in a little bit. I forgot a set of them. Okay. Forgive me, I forgot a set. And you're going to put another set of them on top of these motors right there. Alright, now you're going to go back in your engines menu. You're going to get into rocket engines, a super rocket engine, flip it around, and then do this. That is going to be your backup thing. So increase power is S, decrease is W, and on-off only mode. And now, if I am correct, that is your front of your hood, all built up now. Alright, so you can go into your wedge menu, wedge 1x4s, and then you're gonna use those all on top of here. And you're gonna take a 1x7 beam, You're going to attach that, and then minus the edges here, you're just going to place some pieces. You're just gonna put normal 1x1 blocks, and then when you get to this side, here, you're going to take one of your 1x109 blocks, and you're going to have it so that it faces towards where the door is going to be. Okay, so it should not be touching. This wedge here. You can barely see it, but it is not touching. So you're going to do the same thing on this side. Then you're going to take some 1x7 beams, and you're going to figure out a way to get them attached because the game decides to be dumb currently. If you have this issue, just build some extra parts so that you can get it where it needs to be. But this does not happen all the time. So the issue, every time it does happen, it's just a minor inconvenience. It does not take long to correct. Alright, so you have that in place, and then you're going to have... Okay, so you have your beam built. You're now going to take a... Okay, so you've already placed down your... Oh wait, hang on. Maybe you don't need one there. Yeah, okay, yeah, no, I see it. Okay, so those wedges I told you to put earlier on the edges of these inner wedges here, get rid of those. You do not need them. Instead, you're going to go into your wedges menu. You're going to get a half wedge again. Wait. No. Half blocks. Then you're going to get a half block wedge. And then you're going to make it so that it looks like this. It's going to be attached to the end of this 1x7 beam, and it should not be touching that inner wedge there. If it is, then your door will not open. So you got to make sure you have that there. Alright, there we go. I got that in place again. Gonna build it there. Then you're gonna take a normal block, gonna place it here, and same on the other side. And then a 1x4 beam there, and then you're gonna get another half block wedge, and you're gonna do the exact same thing, but make sure it is not going to touch anything inside. So it should not be touching anything. So you're all good there. If it looks like this so far, you are on track for a nice looking car. Alrighty. So now we can focus on your doors now. And then once you get doors in place, then you can make your windshields. Although you can go ahead already if you want to, wedges 1x2. It's got to be a 1x2 wedge, and you're going to put it on these 5 blocks there. Then you're going to take everything I just said incorrectly, because that is not the right way to do it. It's been a long day, honestly. I'm recording this at 9:52. Okay. No, you're not going to do that. You're going to go behind it. Blocks. You're going to place another set of them. You're going to place these 3 here, and they're going to take a 1x0.9, and you're going to have it so that the missing side is facing the door on each side, so that it's not attached. And then you're going to place your 1x2 windshields on those pieces. You're going to go into your half block menu, half block wedge, and you're going to put it on the ends of these pieces right here. so that it is attached to the door and not the windshield. Once again, if it's on the windshield, it will not open properly. Remember, you got to put it on the second block of the second block of the 1x7 beam. Put it there, and alrighty, so that is basically the front of the DeLorean already done. I don't know how long I've been recording for. Hopefully it's not too long. I will be cutting a little bit of this out so that it's not too long, but forgive me if it does get to be too much. Okay. So you have your half blocks, your half beams. So you're gonna get another one. I'm gonna flip it upside down and attach it to that. And then you're gonna do the same on the other side. And then you will, I even forgot what block that is. No. Is it? No, it is not. I built this frame a long time ago. I have no idea what this is. I really don't know what it is. Okay. That is okay. So half corner wedge down. You're gonna put it on the corner of this block here, and same on the other one. Then I believe you will take, yep. So you're gonna take some half wedge downs. You're gonna put 2 of these on each of the door sides, so like that. And you're gonna place three of them on your doors going like this. Alrighty. I'm not gonna do it on the other side yet since we have some interior stuff to deal with. But I'm gonna build this side for you, and I recommend leaving out that part. So now you're gonna go back into your half blocks. You're gonna get your half block wedge, and you're gonna, if I am correct, yep. You just make it so that it is going back down like the front. So now you have your block in place, and that should be all good. Oh wait, hang on. Nope, there's some. Oh wait, hang on. Okay, no. This block, these blocks, those are normal wedges. So you can put your normal wedge there, and that's gonna make that. That's gonna cover up that part. Another one there, and then this. So this one here, this is gonna be an actual wedge. That's gonna be a wedge, and then wedges, half blocks. Another half wedge down is going to be on that part of the door. So like this. There you go. So that should be looking good so far. And well, now we can get into I guess we can do the interior real quick since it's about to get covered up. Alrighty, get rid of that. Alright. So alright, so you're gonna take a block. I'm gonna put one right there, and probably one there if you want. Although you may just want to use a 1x4 right there. 2 blocks from the edge. Okay, yeah. So if you just use 1x4 there, it's not gonna make a difference. All right. So under your windshield, you're gonna take some half blocks, and you're going to place them on top of our already existing blocks, like this. And then you're going to take some half wedge downs, and you're going to attach it to those wedges there, to those half blocks there, like that. You're then going to take whatever block that is. I'm not so sure. Give me a second. I need to figure out what that is. Like I said, I made this actual car a while ago, but things like the hovering and the doors came later. So it's been a while since I've actually messed with that. Okay. Okay, you're gonna take a half wedge block, and you're gonna put it underneath those blocks there. Alrighty. So now you should be able to, on the last block of the 1x4, you're gonna take your main pilot seat, which I already, oh god, I got stuck inside the thing. Okay, so I'm just gonna get rid of that real quick so I can demonstrate it for you. You're gonna take your main pilot seat. You're gonna put it on that side, or if you're in Europe or other parts of the world that aren't America, that have your driver's seat on the right, you can flip it out. It doesn't make a difference. And then you're gonna take a normal seat and just put it right there, so you can have a passenger. And then after you put in your seat, you're gonna take another super rocket engine, and you're gonna put it behind both of your chairs. This part right here is entirely optional. The car can already move with thrusters in the air, but I like to not have it move that way, and so instead, whenever I power up the hover thrusters, I have some rocket engines inside that get it moving faster. So you're gonna set them like this. You're gonna have the increased power as left shift, left control as decreased power as left control. No, you're gonna make sure that they are not on-off only mode only, and once that means that we can now move on to our little block thing here. On the end, you're going to take another half block wedge. You're gonna take another half wedge. You're gonna flip it so that it is like this, I believe. Is that correct? Yes, it is. So that it is like this. No, so that is like this there. It's going to be on the edge of your block, and then you're going to take a normal block, I believe, put it right there. Yeah, normal block there. Alright. So you're going to go back in your wedge menu, get another half wedge, and you're going to flip it upside down and put it on top of this block we just did. You're gonna get go to your half block menu, get a half block, and then you're gonna make it so that it attaches correctly to this half wedge here. You're gonna get another half block wedge, and you're gonna have it so that it attaches in between the half wedge we put down a second ago, and that's so that your little backrest looks like this. It's gonna look like an M. That is the interior of your DeLorean done. I don't know why I refer to it as an interior, since there really isn't that much of an interior. And now we can finish off the doors, so that we can move on to the back and finish this off. So now we can go back to our windshield here, get the half block menu, half beam. I believe half beams may work. I don't know. Haven't tried it since I had it on there. Which it will work since it's 4 blocks. This just saves you blocks. Takes up less space. So you're gonna have your 1x4 here. You're gonna get back into your half blocks menu. Get one more half block. Put it at the edge there. There you go. You're gonna fill up you're gonna get some more half blocks. Fill up this area, except for this one here. It's gonna look like a B and a D. Sorry for that, my dog needed outside. Alright, so we're gonna pick back up real quick. Gonna get another half wedge, and you're gonna have it so that the half block looking portion of it attaches to that front half block there. It's gonna look like this. You're then going to get your motors, and you're gonna have the non-square side facing it like that. Alright. Once you get that in, you're gonna get your 1x2 wedges. Yep. You're gonna get your 1x2 wedges, and you're gonna attach it to the back of those. You're then gonna go back into your half block menu, half wedge down, 1x2, flip it around, and attach it to the ends of that, and this block here. So for this little, I don't think that's right. Nope, it's right. Okay, wait. Nope, I was right the first time. Alright, so you're going to attach your half wedge 1x2, or half wedge 2. Attach it right there. Then you go back into your half block menu, another half wedge down, and attach it to that one for just a little bit of decoration. And your door system is now there. And you can definitely see the thing starting to pick up now. Before I forget, because it's bound to happen. Oh, half light block. I didn't even know that was a thing. Huh. Well, now that we figured that out together, if you want to, you can go back, change those half blocks and half light blocks. I don't even know what those are. That's what I thought. Alright, so this one here, I forgot. The 1x4 beams on the doors, this isn't an option. They need to be helium blocks. This is the only way that your DeLorean will actually hover properly. Because the thing is so top and back heavy, if you try to hover without additional support, it will just fall over and basically die. I'm gonna be like a turtle. It'll just flip over and get stuck. Can't really do much after that. Except for reload it, but then that's pretty much it. So Make sure you have that, and that's why I was hovering with the doors open a while ago whenever I was showing it off, because that's what needed to happen. Alright, so now we're going to move on over to the back. Hang on, I'm trying to figure something out real quick. There. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to get more half blocks. We're going to put them on the bottom of the thing here. Get another one, and then have 2 there. So you're going to have 2 blocks coming off of it. That's a lie. You're going to have just 1 block coming off of each side. And then you're going to go back into your half block menu, get a half wedge down, and you're going to place it there so that it does not interfere with our doors. Nope, that's not how you don't want that. There you go. Alright, so that covers up the motors from the inside, just makes it look a little bit better, you know, because that's what I like about this thing. Alright, so now that we have the door in place, I can get rid of this section. Alright, so inside, just above this block here, you're gonna probably want to place a block there. You're gonna go back into your wedge menu, get another half wedge, stand it up, and place it the same way you did the first time, but on top of the little support block I made. Get rid of that. So now that is there, and then just getting rid of more stuff so I can actually see what I'm doing, so I can describe it to you people correctly. You're gonna get a set of control surfaces, and you're gonna put it at the, so you're gonna put 3 at the bottom, 2, 2, 1. Okay, so back over here, here, control surfaces 1 by 1. Keep in mind you do have to keep these as 1 by 1s so that they move correctly and don't throw off the car too much. This is the purpose of this is really just to help keep it more stable. So keep in mind that, although I'm sure most of you have already been building along with me, the control surfaces here are in fact necessary. I'm going to get that, and you're going to get more control surfaces, 1 by 2s, put them on top of that that surface there. So now you have some more stability in your back, which is definitely helpful. And then we're going to build, so off this half block we placed, we're going to take 2 more normal blocks and put 2 more coming off the back. And connected to those, we are going to have some 1 by 1 control surface pieces. So you're going to have those ones there. And then you're going to take, super one, yep. So you're going to take off the back of this block here, you're going to build a super rocket engine. Super one, put it right there, I believe. Is that correct? I'm not sure that is. I'm not so sure about that. Yeah, no, it's off the top of something. Okay, just below the window, so on top of the... Oh, okay, so I haven't built that yet. Alright, nope, don't, forget that one. I haven't built the outside yet. Looks like I'm gonna have to if I want to get this thing correct for now. Alright, so off the back of that, so off the back of this T-piece here, you're gonna go back to your wedge menu, get some 1x2s, flip it upside down, doot, right there. You're gonna skip one, like that, do it on both sides. And then you're going to go back to your cylinder menu here, get some normal cylinders, and place them so that they are coming off, and place them so that they are like this. You're going to have two of them stacked on top of each other. Going to be the same length as our 2x2 things. And they're going to get back in here, get a wedge, an upside down one, and attach it to the back of our cylinders. Those are some little exhaust pipes, since the actual car does have dual pipes going out the back for exhaust. On top of that, you are then going to get a 1x7 beam. You're going to put it on top of all of this. Then you're going to get your helium blocks again, one there and one there. Alrighty. So now in the center of this one, put one there, one on this side, and one on this side. As I said, this thing needs quite a lot of helium blocks to keep it up in the air. It is a thick build. Back in the helium blocks, gonna helium beam 1x7. Get it so that it is. Yep, I was right the first time. Built on top of this one there. Alrighty. So now we're gonna get another beam 1 by 0.9. And we're gonna have it so that the missing side is facing towards the door. We're going to build it on the edge of that piece there. Okay, that's looking good. We're going to get some more paint blocks. So back in your block menu, paint block, put two of them right there. And then inside, I'm not sure how I handled this whenever I built it. Let's check real quick. So it's a wedge off the block there, and then a block on top. Okay. So it's a block on top of the wedges we put down here for the pipes. We're gonna put a block down on top of them, right there and there, and then inside, we're going to on the side of the helium block, on the singular helium block we took, we're going to place a normal wedge, an upside down wedge, like this. And then we're going to take some more wedges and we're going to put them behind our wheel over here so we can make our second set of wheel wells. This way it comes out so that the wheel can actually move. So now we're going to do the same thing on this. There should be 3 wedges you have to put down. It may get a little bit hard to do as you build more and more stuff. So you're definitely going to want to do it at some point, like I am now. Alright, so that's all in place. And your back is now successfully connected to the front. So if you get into a seat real quick, because there's not enough weight in the back, it is going to be a little bit, it is going to be like this, but it is moving, and that's what really matters. The wheels all move correctly. The doors are not opening because I have not set these yet. What? It's Q and E. Oh crap! I didn't. No, I didn't save it. Okay. That should be Q. That should be E. Then opposite. Hang on, it's being weird. Okay, what's? Why is it being weird? Oh, that's why. So it's attached right there. Okay, so we're going to get rid of that so that it is not attached. Then you're going to rebuild your half wedge down 1x2s on the same level as that. Alright, so that's in place. Okay, so you're gonna place 2. I should probably wait. Nah, okay. So block 1 right there, 1 right there. Same on the other side. 1 there, 1 there. They're gonna take a normal wedge, gonna flip it upside down, and you're gonna build it right there. And same on the other side, right there. So now that area is connected. That's okay. Give me a second. I'll be right back after I make sure this is built correctly so far. All right, I'll be back with you guys in just a second. Alright, I am back now, and I can confirm that this section is built correctly. That's right now. So if we go back into the drive, the door is working. And that's all the attachment points, so there's no other way that we could possibly mess up the door, except for the fact that it is currently flipped upside down, or the controls are backwards. So E, Q, this is going to be Q, E. There we go. So E is now to open your door, which is how it should be, because E is the best button to use in this situation. And our car is driving. Not very well, but it is driving. Okay. Now that that's in order, and I'm not panicking anymore, we can move on now. So on the back of, well, I believe I might have just, yeah. Okay, so behind these wedges parts, you're gonna put your beams there. Then you're gonna go back into your engine menu, rocket engine, super rocket engine, right there and right there. Should be right. Yeah. All right, that's in the same place. We're all good. Okay. So you're gonna put one block in between this, and then you're going to go back into your control surfaces, get some 1x1s. You're going to put one right there and right there, so that they are touching along, so they are touching the block and the rocket engines. We're going to go back over here, see what so WS, turn on-off only mode for these two. Trust me, you're going to want it. Alright. So you're now going to, I should probably get the lower sections of this dealt with. In the back, you're going to take some control surfaces. Take your 1x2s right there, and then control surface 1x1 right there. I believe you put another set of them on top. I'm not so sure how I built this thing, to be honest. It's pretty ridiculous. Yeah, so right there, you put another set of them there, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, alright. The bottom layer here is pretty much all of those. 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. So now that is the lowest point of the back dealt with, I'm pretty sure. On top of these parts, we're going to go back into our jet engines, get some more of them, and we're going to have them facing the outer walls of the cars on top of these control surfaces we just put down. So make sure that your thrust output point is facing inwards, and what would be intake for, like, if this was a real life, would be facing the outer walls of the car. So now these are going to help out with our turning. That's why I wasn't turning well earlier. D, A, on-off only mode, and opposite over here. So increase A, decrease D, on-off only mode. So that's dealt with. So now we can build our some more of our hover thrusters. So it's going to be back in our engine menu. Scroll down one block. I'm going to do it like this. You're going to put one underneath that block there, one off to the side, another off the side. There you go. And these are already the ways we need, and we don't need to touch it. They're already pre-made, which is nice. Thank you, developers. Let's see, what's next? Alright, so now you're going to take your last little section of control surfaces, 1x1s. You're going to put one right there in between those two. Going to flip another one vertically, and you're going to put it right there in between these two jet engines. Alright. So now we will continue on. So we are almost done, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen. Wedges, we're going to take a 1x3. You're going to flip it, and you're going to make it so that it attaches the back block and comes down. And hang on a second, everyone. Alright, forgive me. That was one of my friends. He has been helping out with this thing, and he wanted to see how it was coming along, I assume. But nonetheless, oh yeah, okay, so you don't need those two. I don't know why I put those there. So now we're going to go back into our wedges, get another inner wedge. I'm going to put one right there. I'm going to turn it around. You're going to put another one right there. They're already in the right, like, position, I guess, for us to be, for it to be in the right area. So you can thank it for that. But now we're gonna flip it around so that we have another one on this side. All right, so it's going to be connected to that one properly. Same on this side. Nope, that's not the same. Now it is. And you're going to go into your wedges menu, get a wedge, one right there, flip around, stamp on this, so that they are attached to each side of the little inner blocks there. So it's going to attach like this. You are then going to, on the inside of this. Now, I do realize that the what's it called? The block that I used for this is a winter block exclusive, pretty much. So you could only get it through the winter event. So if you do not have this block, don't worry, because you can just get it. You can get the same effect through this smoke pipe here. I've never actually used this, but from what it looks like, it can give the same effect. So if you just on and off, just make it shift, then it should be all good for your thing here. But what I use, and because it looks better and actually gives thrust, is the snow blaster. You're gonna put one on the inner side on each of these. Increase power, left control. Not okay. So increase is gonna be left shift. Decrease is gonna be left control. And then you're gonna copy it, and you're just gonna paste it on this one, because that's the easiest way to do it. You're then going to take a block, put it there and there. And you're going to put another one behind that. You are then going to get, I believe, a wedge 1x2. There, 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 and there. I think, is that right? That's not. Okay. So we're going to put it like this. Okay. You are going to put another one to the side of it, so that's covering the spot where the snow blasters are. And then in your half blocks, get a half wedge down, aim it upward, and put it on the bottom of those parts there. Okay. You're then going to get one last 1x2 wedge, and you're going to put it on top of the snow blasters and the normal blocks, and you're going to have that. Then the last two pieces are wedges 1x3. Nope, wedges 1x4. You're going to put one of each on this side, attaching to this block to the very edge of the car. Get rid of that. And now you have built yourself your very own DeLorean. It is not painted yet, but no, wait, hang on. Okay, I forgot to do something. Okay, so your motors down here, the ones attached to the thing, they need to have their speed up at 20 and max torque at 1,000, just for safety. And so, and max torque just to be safe. But you can copy it, just paste it over. But make sure you don't copy one from this side and paste it on the one on this side, because that'll change the forward and back controls. So change that to 20, change that to 1,000, copy it, and then you can get rid of that issue. So you got one there, you got one there. But as you can see, it is quite fast normally. To open your doors, it is E. To close it, Q. To activate the hovering, you're going to want your doors open, but it is Shift to activate it. And, well, here you are. F to put your wheels out. So it is F to put the wheels down, R to pull them back up, and then there you go. You have yourself a DeLorean. So if you give me a second, I'll get rid of this thing, and I'll get this and back in central position, and I can show you how to paint it properly. So be back in a second. Alright, okay, so I have cleared it up, and now we're going to paint. So you're going to get this gray color here, and you're going to make everything gray. Give me a second, it'll be better. So now we're going to do our black pieces. We're going to take the wheels. Oh no, I forgot that it's... Okay, make sure to uncheck the fill bucket so that you don't have that happen either. And you're going to do this. And then your little caps are going to be white. And then this entire lower section is going to be black. Now I'm going off what the actual car looks like, not necessarily just the movie here. If you want to do movie painting, even though they're like exactly the same, be my guest. I'm not holding anyone back here. This is, after all, your build. But that doesn't mean that you can go around and just say people that you made it. Seriously, I don't want to see that. I enjoy doing this, and I'd like to not have you guys start saying that you built this and not give me credit, since I took quite a while to actually build this thing. So if you guys just would make sure to do that, then we'll be all fine and dandy here. But if you don't, then we're going to have a few issues, I think. But, okay, so you're going to do this. You're going to paint your motors so you can't see them. Mostly you're going to make everything underneath it black. That's pretty much all you're doing here. And it is for the look. Now, if you'll see here, I'm going to make this and this. So at the paint blocks, the cool thing about them is you can leave them. You can only paint one side of them. But you're going to make the front of the headlights white. You're going to make these yellow. And you're going to make sure you paint the other side of this, because then it's not going to look good if it isn't. So make sure that is dealt with. And then get back to making literally everything on the bottom of it black. Because trust me, there's a lot. And if you're painting it like this to get all the stuff up there, make sure not to actually miss and then cause like the top of it to become black or something, because that can be a slight problem if not seen. Make sure that your exhaust pipes are the normal color. And now you're going to want to get up inside. Now you don't have to paint the stuff all like in the hood and the back, but if you have issues with still being able to see the stuff from the like if it flips over and you can see stuff in it, then I totally understand you. But it's up to your preference. I don't really mind it. And now for the windshield. Or we can do this real quick. Turn those two blocks black. Those are supposed to be. These are the back windows. And okay, so real quick, you're gonna want to get into the car. So break open whatever you need to get in here. And you're now going to get to your gray color here. I recommend going 145 for each one, because it gives a nice little like dark gray color that isn't too far off from what the normal thing looks like. But if you look at a normal DeLorean, then the paint is usually a darker color. But make sure you keep that 145 in mind, because we're going to need that pretty soon. Turn that stuff black. If you want to, you can make anything else back here you want black. If you don't want to see any of it, if you don't really want to see any of it, be my guest. I really don't care what your preferences are. Just have fun, I guess. Make sure you get those two. Make sure you get the sides of these ones. and the chairs. So the chairs and this console, they all need to be this gray color we just made. So now you're going to put those back in place, wedge 1x2s, and then I'm going to get a half beam there, and that's going to be your normal color. And now these ones, okay, so you're going to go into, so for the windshield, in order to get your, in order to get the glass material, you're going to click your paint tool, materials, click this button here, and it'll give you a bunch of them. You can either use the legacy glass or the glass material. The difference is that the legacy can't be seen as easy, and the glass material can. So it's, once again, your preference. I prefer being able to actually see the windshield. So here we are. Go back to color and make it black. Okay, so now you're gonna make these two blocks black as well, and then you're going to get the block there and this one. Make sure you get those two. Okay, and so now, like I said, remember that 145, 145. You're gonna make these two massive exhaust panels. You're gonna make these that gray color that's in there, since they look quite similar to me in reference pictures and the movies. And make sure you get the inside of those, because they are quite easy to miss and can be quite frustrating if you don't paint them. So now you can see that they are a separate color from the other, from the rest of the actual, from the rest of the actual car. I just think that is quite helpful. And now you have, wait, never mind, forget what I said. These paint blocks here, red, and then yellow on the insides. Okay, and now you have yourself a fully painted and built DeLorean. Now, I know I've said this a while ago, but I don't want you people saying that you made this. You very obviously did not, and I would like to be able to, and I would appreciate it if someone asks you where you got this from. It gives me some help, and because not a whole lot of people know who I am. And so if you could help out with that, if you could say that I made it if someone asks you, then that would be very much appreciated. But I don't know how long this is. I'm expecting maybe 40 minutes. I'm sorry for it taking that long, but it's the first tutorial for a while. Now do remember, I have my Discord down in the description. For anyone that is wanting to come over, have a good time, recommend any builds to do in the future, or maybe even get me to help you out with something you're trying to make, then the Discord is definitely the place to go. The comments are not a great place, since you can have a lot of other people trying to screw with you and stuff like that. So just putting that out there. And well, more should be coming in the weeks to come, and I hope all you people are okay back at home, and I'm sure I will see you all either in the Discord if you join, or in the next video. So it's been quite enjoyable. So I'll see you guys later. See ya.